Sanibona, Zamani Zulu Nation. Ninjani? Ngiyaphila. Yo, kuyashisa. Da Nang eVietnam kuyashisa. Ninjani nina? Ezweni lakho linjani izulu? Liyashisa, liyabanda, linjani? Uma ufikile, ngicela utype sawubona igama lami nguSibanibani wakho. Okay. Namhlanje nje sizokhuluma kancane ngama-noun classes. Ama-noun classes nje. Awuthi ngizame ngishareishe i-screen. Just not on my face. Hey, I'm very lit up on the one side, not the other side. Try ngizoshintsha kancane i-lighting lapha. Okay. Ngishareisha i-window le kanje. Okay. Sanibona. I think we'll chat lapha go YouTube. Okay. See? Okay. That's okay. Okay, bafundi. So namhlanje sizokhuluma ngama-noun classes. So yeah, I just did this lesson with a student today, and I thought it's something worthwhile, talking about. And this was a good story to do it with. How many? We're going through a bunch of different subjects, which happen to be animals, which is good because you've got a bunch of different noun classes represented. Izinyoni versus ubechan, rhino. So yeah, all these represent different noun classes, basically. And what they have, how many whatevers do they have, all those are also different noun classes. So we're just going to look at how all of these sort of work together. Okay. Khona ofikile, so sanibona, ngicela usawubona igama lami nguSibanibani. That. Okay. And then type sawubona igama lami ngu Steve, sawubona igama lami ngu Jennifer. Ngicela type. Hayibo, yebo. Sisi uSnegogo. Sawubona sisi, ngiyabonga ukuthi bakhona. Unjani sisi uSnegogo? Nazo. Yeah, umbewu usefikile. Awuthi ngiveze ama-comments lapha kwi-livestream. uSnegogo uyabingelela, uyasho. Sanibonani. uBracken ukhona nazo. No Babu Christo ukhona. Babu Bracken ufuna ukuthini? Ufuna ukusho igama lami nguBracken. Awuthi ima kancane ngizobhala lapha kuyilokhu njani ku-docs nje ngivule enye. Ngiyanqena ukusebenzisa ipeni namhlanje. Ngiyanqena. Ngizothula i-Google Docs namhlanje. Ngiyanqena. I'm lazy. Ngiyanqena. I'm lazy. Yeah. Uma ngisebenzisa ipeni, ngisebenzisa i-Microsoft Word, kufanele ngishintshe ama-screen kakhulu. Isicefe. It's irritating. Ukushintsha ama-screen. So today we're just having Google Docs. I don't know if this works. Oh. Okay. That's okay. So Babu Bracken uthini? Okay. Sengiyabona. Babu Bracken ulwa no autocorrect. Angithi izincingo ucingo alusazi isiZulu. I-autocorrect iyisicefe. I-autocorrect iyisicefe ngoba uzobala into yesiZulu izoyishintsha change iba isingisi. Kodwa angazi Babu Bracken Samina mhlambe i-autocorrect icabanga ukuthi uyacula usho samina he waka he angazi ifuna isamina angazi nazo. Awu phethu Ice Dragon Drummel. Sawubona Babu Drummel. I'm very sorry if I'm saying that wrong. That is an amazing name. Thank you for being here. Can you type it out for me, like phonetically, if I'm saying it wrong? Otherwise, Babu Drummel. Sawubona. Ngiyabonga ukuthi bakhona. Nazo igama lakho nguKristo. Ukhona impela. Ufikile impela. Uzosho. Sengifikile. I'm here. Sengifikile. I'm here. Nazok. Okay. So namhlanje angithi siye la ama-noun classes. Ngifuna ukuchaza ama-noun classes. Oh. Okay. Sanibona. Babu Bracken ubefuna ukusho utypile usanibona. I-autocorrect yamshaya ngo samina he waka. Yeah, unangu samina wakhe. Ifethu i-autocorrect isicefe impela. Bo sisi okay ukuthi usisi uSnegugu uyasho bese ngiphatheka kabi. I was sad ngithi iklasi alikho namhlanje. Ngiyabonga sisi. Yeah, ukuthi ngikhohliwe ukuyilokhunjani ukuyishedule ngaphambi kwesikhathi bafundi ngaphambi kwesikhathi. What might I be saying there? Usisus Negugu says she thought there was no class. Ngikhohlwe ukuyi-schedule i-live stream. I forgot to schedule the live stream. Ngaphambi kwesikhathi. What am I saying there? What does ngaphambi kwesikhathi mean? Where's my comment thing? What? No, that's the wrong one. What does ngaphambi kwesikhathi mean? Here we go. How about that? Ngaphambi kwesikhathi. Ngiyabonga kodwa sisi. Okay bafundi. Namhlanje sizokhuluma ngama lokhunjani. Subject concords. I just want to go over this a bit just to touch on it. Also on my Patreon page I'll have this available for anybody that wants to join, starting a new Patreon, starting a new section for extra learning material. So if you're keen to check out a bit of extra learning material every week, please join our Patreon page. I'll have it up after the lesson today, and I'll put this up as well. So I'll just have a simplified version. This is a document that I'll be updating on the Patreon page. It's got just a basic grammar as well, obviously isiZulu. So if you'd like to check this out, check us out on Patreon. So, are you ready, bafundi? Time to get Time to get serious. But first, what does ngaphambi kwesikhathi mean? Thank you. Bracken. Ahead of time. Yebo. Yeah, yebo. On time nje Babu Christo ngesikhathi. Ngaphambi kwesikhathi. Yebo Baba Bracken. Oh, I don't have any fireworks or whatever. Ahead of time. Literally before time. Ngaphambi kwesikhathi. Before the time. What was I? Like earlier, whatever, before the time. In time. Early type of thing. Ngaphambi kwesikhathi. Ngafika ngaphambi kwesikhathi. I arrived early. Ngafika emva kwesikhathi. Emuva kwesikhathi. That's now after the time, which is late. Emuva is after time, literally, which is late. And just Babu Christo, on time. Ngesikhathi. On time. Ngesikhathi. Ngaphambi kwesikhathi. Emva kwesikhathi. Ngesikhathi. On time. Yeah. Check. Okay. So noun classes. Zulu. isiZulu. Is different to English. English has him, her, it. He is standing, she is walking, whatever. It has those genders. Zulu has 8 grammatical genders. Yeah. Oops. That's what autocorrect is for. I'm supposed to be an English teacher as well, believe it or not. 8 grammatical genders. What does that mean? There is no he or she or it per se. Check this out over here. Umuntu. Uyaphuza. Person is drinking. He or she is drinking. So it's the same thing there. So just find a gender neutral word. Maybe a nice way it works out is with uyacula. And this means he or she is singing. Okay. So we don't know until we see from context if it's a him or a her. But that just means it's one of the 8 grammatical genders in Zulu. If a word starts with the u, it agrees with the u later. Okay, so let's have a look at this table here and what's happening here. So the first set of words, the first set of beginnings. So Zulu has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Depends how you count them. So this is noun class 1 and 1A, technically. They're sort of similar things. So just count it differently. So they count it as 8 different ways that words can begin. So there's a bunch of words that start with a bunch of words just start with u something, ubaba, this goes over there, unesi, a bunch of words that start with These words also start with but they're singular, and plural goes aba. So you know for words up there because it goes umuntu, abantu, umshayeli, a driver, abashayeli. We check down here, we might have a starting word, umuti. Generally, in the beginning, you'll have to check the dictionary just to check what the plural is. So you check umuti, it doesn't go abati, it goes imiti. Good dictionary. isiZulu.net for this is very good. So let's check it out here. Umuti, imiti. And there's millions of ways of counting these noun classes. This way of counting it, you end up with 15 noun classes. So I use the other way because 8 just sounds more manageable than 15. Okay. Yes. So if there's any questions, please just chuck them at me as I go. I want to test this out. I want to make a YouTube video on this, more deep dive. So I'm just testing out ways to explain this. So all Zulu nouns have a set number of beginnings that they can start with. All Zulu nouns start with a set number of beginnings. Imagine that in English. In English, it's just sort of random, table, or whatever, chair, infinite beginning sounds. But in Zulu, the sort of the is the beginning over here. Izithandwa, the loved ones. Inkomo, a cow. Izinkomo, the cattle. So let's see how they work in context. Kungaki, how many?
Amabhungezi amabili anemilenze emingaki? Izinyoni ezine.
Pause. There you go. Okay. So let me type this out here. Kungaki is the story we're checking out here. And the first one is amabhungezi amabili anemilenze mingaki. Amabhungezi phela ilawa. Ibhungezi. I think the actual is like a big fly or something. Ibungani, Bhungezi. I have to check that out. If anybody's got a big dictionary, let me know exactly what this is. But these are like ladybugs. I think ibhungezi, something else. So let's check this out. Noun class wise. Amabhungezi. Ba. Where is amabhungezi? Bafundi. Chat time. Let me know whenever you spot amabhungezi. Let me know what class is amabhungezi in. And the way I name these classes is just the aba class, the o class, imi class, the ama class. Chat, where is amabhungezi in this table? Let me put that in the thing. Oopsie, not yet. Edit this. So let's make a new one here. Amabhungezi class. Which class is amabhungezi in? And so there's two things to check out here. There's amabhungezi and imilenze is in there. Imilenze, legs. Imilenze, legs. Okay. So let's just answer this question first. Amabhungezi, ibhungezi le, elinye ibhungezi. Manje amabhungezi amabili they have imilenze, legs. Emingaki. Phela amabungezi amabili. Oh, if you can't see this noun class table. Amabungezi amabili anemilenze nazo. I just saw some things here. Very good. Babu Ukristo no Babu Bracken impela. Amabungezi, ibungezi, amabungezi. Ibungezi, amabungezi. So you can check this out. You can get what the singular is of a word. If you know it's plural, you can generally get to what the singular is. We have amabungezi. So there's only one ama thing happening here, luckily, in the plural. These all the other plurals are something else. So there's only one ama. We can, with confidence, say that the singular is ibungezi. We sort of changed subjects though halfway through. Sorry. Hooters. Vietnam, always Hooters. Sorry about that. Amabungezi, Beatles. Amabili, which are two. We see a nice little link between amabungezi and what it's talking about. Beatles, which are two. And the all these things are sort of agreeing with the subject of the sentence. Let's make it orange. Amabungezi, amabili, nemilenze. So, and this is where the comes from. Amabungezi, So here we have amagadi, the cats, ayaphuza, are drinking. They are drinking. Amabungezi, nemilenze. Beetles are nemilenze. They have legs. Let's answer this. Amabungezi, amabili, nemilenze. Do the Zulu number work here. First, imilenze ewu 12. Yeah. Ibungezi elilodwa li. Ibungezi elilodwa li nemilenze ewu 6. Isithupha 6. Amabungezi amabili anemilenze ewu 12. Okay, we'll just leave the English numbers for now. That's fine. Nazo guy usnegugu siyabonga i-comments yakho sisi. Usisusinegugu bafundi uyasho, she says, ngingumZulu. I am a Zulu person. Kodwa ngiyawathokozela lama class. Enjoy these classes. Angifuni angiphuthe. I don't want to miss them. Ngiyabonga kakhulu sisusinegugu. Ngiyabonga nazo. What's happening here? Okay, so that's over there. Okay. Asidluleke ulapha.
Izinyoni ezine zinamaphiko amangaki?
Izinyoni phela lezi. Izinyoni ezine, kunenyoni eyodwa, izinyoni ezimbili, izinyoni ezintathu, izinyoni ezine lapha. Amaphiko kuba lawa. Amaphiko. Amaphiko Ukhozi FM, one of their slogans is wings of the eagle. Amaphiko Khosi. Yeah. Be carried up on the wings of the eagles. Very cool. So now we have a problem. What is problem? We have izinyoni. Now, bafundi, what? We have 3 classes here that it could belong to. Izinyoni. So we can see that it's 4 birds. So we've got the plural version of each of these. The singular is on the top, plural is on the bottom. So one clue. Izinyoni. Izinyoni. We have this little N. This goes in a group. We see that this is isi, izi. Isi tandwa, izi tandwa. Isi lima, fu, izilima. My favorite word. Is pugu pugu. Another word for a fool is pugu pugu. Now we have an N at least, okay. So we know it's, okay, here's a izin, but here's another izin. Go to our dictionary. Izinyoni. That izinyoni is the plural. Inyoni, the singular. Okay. You don't really need that right now because you're just talking about 4 birds. And so we see that the noun is this izinyoni, izinkomo, cattle, izinkomo, zi, they are drinking. So if we say sorry, we lost. Izinyoni, zi, the birds, they. If maybe you might have heard a Zulu person maybe speaking like this, just sort of directly translating from Zulu. The birds, they are flying, whatever. This is what's happening here. Just directly translating from the subject and including this link, subject link, or the verb link. There's many words for these things. Subject concord, we were taught at university, but you know, I don't know why it's called a concord, whatever. Okay, so let's check out the next one here.
Obhejane abathathu banezimpondo ezingaki?
Very interesting one here. Obhejane. Okay, so now bafundi. All these other ones don't really have, well, there's one U over there. It's quite a rare class though. But let's check out the top here. We've got an O starting word. Bafundi. Which class is Obhejane in? Obhejane. Class? What is that? Sorry, I'm going to click it. Okay, bafundi Obhejane, which class is that in? Class Aba, class Uo, or class Imi? Which class is it in? And while we're there, just leave that there for a bit. And we were asking Obhejane, Rano, Aba, Tatu, isn't it? Obhejane, Aba, Tatu, Ba. There's another clue for you for figuring out which class it's in. What link does it take? Obhejane, Ba. Obhejane, Aba, Tatu, Ba, they, ne, have, zimpondo, horns, izingaki, which are how many? So let's type this out here. Obhejane abathathu. I'll just answer the question here. Banezimpondo ezu 6. We'll just stick with English numbers for today. Obhejane. Class. Yeah, Krista. Class 1A. Mm-hmm. Very good. That is the technical term for that. Very, very good. So class 1, class 1A. Obhejane. So the singular. There's only one class that starts with an O. So that's an easy one. Obhejane, singular, Ubhejane. So just that 1A note on 1A. On that when I was at varsity, we learned that way. Class 1 class 1A, class 2, class 3. But I found, my lecturers were saying, oh, it's a class 3 word, it's a class 5 word. And I would just be like, I don't know what class, I can't remember what number, what sound goes with. So I just learned them the rhyme. Just call it the aba class, the o class, the imi class, ama class. You don't have to bounce around with numbers. But very good, Christo, for learning that. Let's do one more of these.
Izindlovu ezinhlanu zinemiboko emingaki?
Okay. Siyabona kukhona izindlovu ezinhlanu. So good. There's so many of these. So imibogo. Let's just find it again quickly. Imibogo. Umbogo. Trunk. Umbogo. Imibogo. Trunks. Izindlovu. It's not a izidlovu. Izindlovu. Singular indlovu. Very similar to cattle. Izinkomo. Inkomo. Izindlovu. Indlovu. So another thing that often comes up is, is this now an animal class? Because this is a people class in the top. Umuntu, abantu. Is this an animal class? But we get induna, like a chief is in there, inkosi, a king. This is like objects in there, indlu, a house. Imoto, a car. So they're very mixed, all these other things. It's just when you get down to the bottom, I won't do this too much, but abstract class over there, ubuntu, ubuhle, beauty, ubuhla, the infinitive. Which are izindlovu ezinhlanu zinemibogo emingaki bafundi? Zinemibogo Anybody want to try that in chat? How many trunks do 5 elephants have? So we're going to change this here. Zinemibogo emingaki. I'm just going to change this to Zinemibogo emingaki. Let's change this. Zinemibogo emingaki. They have how many trunks? Zinemibogo emingaki. They have trunks, which are how many? Any ideas? I'll put that up. I'll flip them. How are we going to answer that? We can use what we have already. Lots of questions. You just saying the question back for an answer. Izindlovu ezinhlanu. Izindlovu, elephants. Ezi, which are 5. Zinemibogo. Now we're changing the subject to imibogo, trunks. Emi. Any tries in chat? How many? Oh, is it showing up here? Sorry, what's happening here? Okay. Why is it doing this now? Sorry, guys. Eyeball. Okay, we're back. Why does it keep chopping off my thing here? Yeah, share my screen and restream. Eyeball. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's change it. Let's check it here. So, izindlovu, elephants, ezinhlanu, zinemibogo, emihlanu. 5 elephants have trunks, which are 5. There we go. What's happening here? Okay, is it working again. Angazi. Okay, bafundi. Let's do one more and then I must get going.
Izinja eziyisikhombisa zinamadlebe amangaki?
Okay, good. So we've changed class here. Now we've got an ama, izinja, dogs, eziyisikhombisa, which are 7, izinja, ezi, which are 7, zi, izinja, zi. They have ears, amadlebe, ama. Ears, ama, which are ngaki. So all these things change, like they, zi. All these mean they. Aba, ba means they, ba, I, they, mean they, zi mean they. And all these other ones mean it, u, u. So it's and theys and he's and she's, the sounds change in Zulu, but they're always agreeing with whatever the thing, noun, is, sticking on to the verb. Okay, so let's type this out. Izinja eziyisikhombisa. Can you guys see my screen now? Why is Restream doing this? I'm just cutting out my screen here. That's really irritating. Let me type it out here. The subtitles are showing up, but not the video. That's so weird. It's very weird. Okay, so let's answer that. Izinja eziyisikhombisa. Dogs, 7. They have madlebe, amadlebe, yes, mangaki bafundi. How many ears do 7 dogs have? Ngesingisi. Ngesingisi uzosho awu bani bafundi. Chat, answer in chat for me there. How many ears awu bani? Let's have this, and I'm going to start typing it out in Zulu. Zinamadlebe, or you can say awu, whatever. Noma ayishumi nane. Ayishumi nane. We have ears which are 10 and bani bafundi. 10 and kunye, kubili, uthathu, une. Ayishumi nanye. Phela zobe zinamadlebe awu 14. That's all. Njengakhulu bafundi. Okay, mina finally ngihambe. I can only do a short one today. I'll stick around in the comments for a little bit longer. If you have any questions you'd like to ask, stick them in the comments. Otherwise, ngiyabonga kakhulu bafundi. Thank you for coming. Sizobonana ngesonto elizayo, same time, same place. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page. I'll be putting up this link to noun class table now after class. Nazok. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Salani kahle. Cela nifake sala kahle kuma comments. Salani kahle, and put your salani kahle. Salani, oopsie. Salsani, no. Salani kahle. Okay. Ngiyabonga. Bye-bye.